All right, we're really late. We need to get going. Here are my top 5 last minute low impact gifts that I will be giving this year. I'll have time codes in the description below if you would like to hop around to what you're most interested in, because I know your time is precious, especially at the end of December. So one of the reasons I'm so against single-use plastics this season is only 8% of plastics in general get recycled, and most like thin plastics and the stuff that is used to coat wrapping paper are not recyclable at all. So it's important to like do your research and be mindful. A lot of the things that we are giving somebody for like a short term have long-term consequences, and it needs to be worth it. You don't need to give like the newest gadget just because it's hip right now if they're gonna just use it once and discard it forever. The number one thing I am gifting this year are local, natural, fair trade goods. So I'm talking coffee, wine, chocolate. Here, let me show you. If you received a package from me this year, it probably contains something from Happy Cup. And this is a coffee company roasted in Portland, Guatemalan beans. I'm just gonna quote them on this. Every bag you buy helps Happy Cup create jobs and instill hope for people with disabilities. We source the best ethically traded coffee, creating a better future for folks 3 blocks away and 3,000 miles away. Learn more at happycup.com. So if this is a company you're interested in supporting, I definitely recommend checking that out. I'm also a huge fan of Lush. One of the cornerstones I tried to abide by when gifting this season was to minimize any unnecessary packaging, especially single-use plastic. And Lush has this beautiful naked line, and you can get anything for beauty or bath pretty much package free. And I opted for some massage bars that smell so delicious, and I can't wait for my friends to open up these boxes and just like be wafted by perfume. If you don't have a store locally, because as of the posting you have 2 days till Christmas, I highly recommend checking them out online and maybe giving a gift certificate. And if that's the route you're going, you're not giving to somebody who is interested in bath or personal care products, maybe you check out another website that I highly recommend called Earth Hero, and they're basically like the Amazon for sustainable goods. Shell Bizzle, if you haven't checked out her channel and you're interested in sustainability of any kind, I highly recommend you head over there. Here's a link to her video all about Earth Hero. She also did a deep dive into Lush, which like gave me the guts to fully recommend them. And if you are both low on time and low on money, give some homemade snacks. My go-to homemade recipe is these chocolate chip cookies. It really only takes 10 minutes to mix up the batter, but then it's like 2 hours to refrigerate it before you bake. It doesn't have to be chocolate chip, it could just be sugar. You could put in butterscotch, ginger, whatever your flavor is, and people go nuts for these. If you have more time, maybe consider like baking a loaf of bread or just inviting someone to dinner, because that is number 4 for us today, is why not share an experience with someone? So I took my friend yesterday to kind of like a mini spa day, and I told her a couple days in advance, like, hey, I'm picking you up from work at 2. And this is what we're doing. And it wasn't like up for negotiation, and she let me know how nice it was that I made something that I know she enjoys easy for her. She is a fan of like soaking and going to the sauna, which isn't something I necessarily would do on my own. You can also just give them a gift certificate for like a homemade dinner at your home, or take them out to drinks. But I do recommend you don't just like surprise someone with it, because I think the anticipation of the event is just as much part of the gift as the event itself. And you should also have like a concrete date and time, or like a very specific event in mind. Which leads me to my last idea. I feel like candles are eternal, right? We're never gonna get over like this fragrant, like soft light in our living spaces that can bring us so much joy. So if you can find a local candle maker that is like a very easy go-to, low impact, last minute gift. Something I'm gifting myself this year that I'm really excited about is a pair of Thanks period panties. So I will let you know how that goes in the new year. When you are going for those last minute gifts, try not to be impulsive. Try to take a moment, be mindful. Be sure to think about like how this is going to be received, whether or not the person you're giving it to will actually be able to use it, or if they want it in the first place. And if it makes that step on your checklist, then think about where it's coming from and what it's made of. I am fully guilty about gifting some like pretty questionable polyester blankets that just felt so yummy, but are definitely plastic based, plastic and petroleum based. And in the past that wouldn't have bothered me so much, but I'm really trying to be mindful this year of what is in the things I'm giving to people, because the whole point is to give them something like lovely that they enjoy, that shows my gratitude for all that they do for me and for being part of my life. And I want them to feel that in whatever it is that I am gifting them. So let me know in the comments below if you fell victim of any last minute gift giving, and if so, what did you decide to do? Enjoy the ones you love, and I will see you next week.